me problem, and I'm very aware it's. Oh no, we have a phone call. Hello, you're live.
Hi, Dam.
What, Madam Vice President? Is that you?
It's actually President-elect now.
Were you? I didn't even think you really listened to the show. We were talking about you. Apparently, soon to be Madam President Kamala Harris likes to listen to the show. We have some questions about your campaign. If you actually have a couple minutes, I'm sitting in with Eric Butler from Report and Opine. Do you have a minute to take a couple questions, Miss?
Anything for you, dummy.
I asked you very many times not to call me that. Can you explain the back and forth of with your ethnicity? We're just talking about the meme of the coconut tree that your mom said you would fall out of. Can we clear this once and for all to get the vote down? Are you black or are you Indian?
All right, so here's the thing, right? When you're talking about coconuts, okay, you're talking about sometimes they can be a little light green, sometimes they can be darker green, right? And when I'm appealing to the American public, depending on who I'm pandering to, I select the color. So, when I fall out of a coconut tree as a darker color, I'm pandering to the black community, right? And, when I'm collecting donor money, I tend to lighten up. So it really depends. If I'm talking to the Indian community, we'll cook Indian food on air together, and I'm sure I can get someone on the campaign to record that. And it's about unburdening what has been. That's the vision. And you should tell your listeners that they just need to see it for what it is. Okay?
Sure. Eric, do you have any questions for Vice President Kamala Harris?
Well, I have a lot, but the first that comes to mind is recently, of course, we have the coconut tree meme, and we appreciate you answering that question. But there's also this brat, brat summer or something like that. So I'm curious to know if you have any thoughts on were you purposely attached to that? Did the internet attach you to that? And as a follow-up, I'm also reading articles that maybe your Twitter account has been censored. So are you the meme queen of Brat Summer, or are you being censored? Do you have any thoughts on that? Can you clear it up?
Well, there was a time that I called the younger demographic stupid, right? I mean, that's really how I feel. I feel like they're very stupid, and it looks like I pissed a lot of them off, right? So, part of the campaign is really to appeal to the younger demographic. And, we went with Brats, and we went with Lance Bass. He's a real queen. We went with Taraji, really just a bunch of burnouts. And, it's working great so far. Hopefully the tide will turn for me.
All right. And the call with Taraji P. Henson, that was 100% real? Yeah, if you could see me, I'm winking. But yeah, it was
real. Madam Vice President, is there going to be a debate between you and President Trump coming up anytime soon?
I'm ready. I'm secretly terrified, but I'll be there September 10th. And, we're going to have some fun with it. I've come this far, so we're just going to roll with it. And, we'll see how it's going to unburden what has been.
I understood. That's a roadmap. We're trying to navigate what has been to get us unburdened by it. Do you have any parting words of wisdom that you would, if you could sway, like we have a conservative audience, and if they're on the fence trying to think about how to vote, do you have anything you'd like to say to them that could possibly gain their vote?
I just want them to keep an open mind. At the end of the day, it's important that we come together and, we just delete the word illegal from our vocabularies. And once we do that, you're going to see me in a whole different light. All right. We don't need to think about negative words like criminal activity and terrorism. We'll just delete them and just ignore what's happening at the border. Everything will be okay for America.
When you saw you were finally at the border, weren't you? So you saw firsthand.
Yeah, we've been to the border, Dami. We've talked about this.
Right.
We've been to the border.
Miss Vice President.
We've been to the border.
Yeah,
We've been to the border. Yeah, we've been to the border. I haven't been to the border, but we've been to the border. And I need you to know that we've been to the border. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Miss Vice President. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can get you on as the weeks go on before the campaign is over, and you'll remain your party's chosen front runner, and I'd like to see what happens. So thank you, Madam Vice President. Good luck to you.
Amazing.
Right, well, I was definitely chosen, but not by the people. Thanks, Tommy.
Oh my God. There you go. That's Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. Holy shit, and shoved me in.